And at the top of this news bulletin, we're getting you some breaking news. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has come out and made a big statement on the banking sector. Nirmala Sitharaman has said that the banks went through a phase of worry where decision making was getting difficult for them due to fear of agencies like the CBI, CEC and also the CAG. Finance Minister also said that banks held a meeting with CBI to clarify on the issues. Let's listen in to what the Finance Minister said.
In the recent past, with absolute, due justifiable concerns, banks have gone through a slightly worrying period wherein decision-making was getting difficult. Because of genuine concern of bank officials, worrying if proverbially, not proverbially, but nowadays it's become common parlance, the fear of the 3 C's. The CBI, the CVC and the CAG. So there was a concern that genuine bona fide decisions are not being made by banks because they were worried because of any suspicious, what they would say, harassment, undue harassment. Uncalled for harassment happens because of these agencies pursuing on cases. So on that, we've had quite a few decisions and quite a few exchanges of engagement with the banks in the presence of the CBI director. I'm very grateful that he's been here today to help easing out this process. Together with him, 2 joint directors of CBI have also joined us. We've had a very meaningful conversation with the banks. Some of the confusion which prevails or misgivings which they've had in their minds or apprehensions that they had in the minds have been explained by the CBI director. The CBI director has been kind enough to say, together with the banks, in the next few months, he shall have detailed discussions and workshops with the bank officials from the level of investigating officers, from the level of vigilance officers within the banks, even at the level of senior managers and general managers, so that he can explain the process of what happens.
On the phone line right now to give us more perspective of the statement made by the Finance Minister. Aishwarya, speaking to you on the statement made by the Finance Minister, she spoke this after meeting bank heads, in fact, just as a part of a pre-budget consultations. If you could give us details about the meetings that the bank heads held with the CBI in respect to what Nirmala Sitharaman said.
Well, we actually need to understand that the Finance Minister is making this statement because there is a lot of unrest within the banking sector, and then the perception which is being given out is that the CBI and the kind of cases which have been registered, that the banking system is not very comfortable with it. So keeping that in mind, the Finance Minister herself holding this meeting and then commenting regarding it, because she felt that the need of the hour is that there should be calm, keeping in mind that the budget session is right around the corner. The Finance Minister does not want any kind of unrest, and to be very specific, in the business, in the banking sector, because the banking sector, in somewhere or the other, is the backbone of the whole financial sector. And keeping that in mind, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman holding this meeting and then giving out a very, very clear message in this regard.
Yes, in fact, it's a very significant message coming in from the Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, as far as the fears and the worries of the banks are concerned. Thank you very much, Aishwarya, for giving us these details.